Hey everybody, it's Nate with Sauce Ain't the Boss here again, and today is day number 310 of quitting alcohol. In yesterday's video, I talked about how fire season went into effect today, actually, and so I was doing burn piles and weed whacking and cleaning up around the property before that kicked in today. Um, and one of the things I noticed was how much more energy I had and how less sore I got when I was done. I mean, I got up, and from the time I got up till went to bed, I was pretty much working around here. And I remember it had been a year since I had done that kind of work before fire season kicked in last year. And at that point last year, I was still drinking. And there were just some really noticeable things. First off was just, I mean, I've lost 50 pounds, so how much lighter on my feet I was, bending down, picking things up, moving around with the weed whacker, and just had so much more energy and felt so much lighter doing it. So that was huge. And I was telling my wife today, I just felt good doing it. I remember doing it last year and feeling like crap. You know, it was hot out. It was hot yesterday too, but it was hot the year before, and I was miserable. I was profusely sweating last year when I did it. This year, I didn't hardly even break a sweat. And I just remember being miserable the whole time I was doing it that last year. I was enjoying it this year. And one thing was, 4 or 5 o'clock hit and I still didn't get everything I wanted done. So I just kept on working until I got everything I wanted to do done, till it was almost dark yesterday. The prior year when I was drinking, I stopped at like 4:30 because that was my drinking time. Things weren't done yet. I remember the weed whackers being out of string and just putting them away, not giving a rip about it because I wanted to get it on my drinking time. This year, even though it was like, almost 8 o'clock or whatever it was when I was done, I noticed the weed whackers were out of string, and I thought, shoot, I'll get these all ready to rock and roll for next time. And, I'm planning ahead more. And just so what a difference almost a year makes of quitting alcohol, because it'll be, another 50 plus days here, and it'll be a year. And just looking at those two, it's the same event, just almost a year apart from drinking alcohol and not, and how it was so much better of an experience. I felt better. It was easier. I planned ahead. I did a better job. I wasn't thinking about drinking. It was just really kind of incredible. And that was just one experience, one day, one snapshot in time. And I don't pay much attention to stuff anymore because, like that, because this is the new norm, right? This non-drinking me and moving forward with my days and everything I do. But that was something I do once a year right before fire season starts. So it's something that is kind of an annual thing on one day that I do. And it was just a glaring example of life when you're drinking versus life when you're not, and how a task like that can be fun and enjoyable and great results versus profusely sweating and just not planning ahead, doing a half-assed job. Can't wait to be done just so you can drink. Feel awful the whole time. I was probably, if I remember back, probably mildly hungover out there in the sun doing it last year, So just know that, when you get close to a year here coming up on quitting alcohol, you guys that are obviously there know, but those of us that are, bouncing back and forth on and off the alcohol and trying to get closer to that year mark, but have never allowed ourselves to get there, just know that life gets so much better in every way, shape, and form, and all these things that we do on an annual basis that we've always done with alcohol, and only know things that way. It's like just a very narrow-minded, narrow eye-sighted point of view on life, and not ever experiencing this whole other world and life on this other side of alcohol that is so much better. We just don't know it even exists because we've been drinking for so damn long and have our blinders on. So, that's why I wanted to create this channel, so I could talk about these kind of very things of how life differs from one year to the next, being a drinker versus being a non-drinker. And it was just something I really wanted to share with you guys, how something as simple as weed whacking and getting your property taken care of for fire season can be so dramatically different when you're drinking versus not. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys are enjoying these videos, give them a like, subscribe to the channel if you can, and most importantly, remember, sauce ain't the boss. You are. You guys have a great day.